Eagles. And the Minnesota Vikings.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go from U.S. Bank Stadium. And he'll be set up well as he is passed.
At their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. Opening carry of the game for Aaron Jones. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 1. Here's Hawkinson in motion. Murray now on second down. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. A big play for Minnesota. 31 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Here's Jones. They had that play dialed up defensively. Stopped them in the backfield. Loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's second and 11.
At the 25-yard line.
Now Murray. Rolling right. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
Sacks are drive killers. And again, sacks in my mind are more of a quarterback stat than they are an offensive line stat. You have to have a clock in your head to understand where the weakness of the protection is, where I got to go with the ball if I'm hot, and at the end of the day, just get the ball out of your hand.
A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it's going to lead to fourth down. On fourth down, it's Will Reichard time for this Viking field goal. And he pulled it left. No good. And this will remain a scoreless game. That's the danger. They try to sell out and block it. Instead, get the roughing call, and it results in a first down. So the Eagles will use their first time out here, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. Here's Murray to throw. This ball batted away. That's incomplete.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
Now Murray to throw on second down. To the left side here. Caught by Addison. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down. They try and run for the first down with Jones. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They'll run for it, and it's Jones. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, and he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
And he will do it himself. He's in. Kyler Murray. Touchdown, Minnesota. On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. He's got it. And the Vikings will take a 7-0 lead. Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Britton Covey now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Off the play fake, Hurts. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Intercepted. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now a handoff. Jones. Good blocking to the 15. And he'll be forced out of bounds. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Minnesota.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now Murray keeping it himself. And he's into the end zone. Kyler Murray. Touchdown, Vikings. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
In this defense, they're going to have to do something to take this away, because now this is 2 drives, 2 rushing touchdowns. And whether it's design runs or scrambles, you have to make the quarterback get the ball out of his hand, because right now, the longer he extends the play, the more bad things that are happening for you on defense.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. For the return, here comes Britton Covey. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
2nd and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. quickly in his 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Hurts. That's going to be caught. And he's going to have the Eagles first down. They convert in style there. Big play on 4th and long.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, that's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Philadelphia.
First down, Eagles.
Once again, it's Barkley. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
To throw on second down is Hurts. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be taken down. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not...
To the end zone, it's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Blake Cashman. And the Vikings are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
Intercepted. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On first and 10, Murray. Open man downfield, it's Addison. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 76 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. Reichard good with the extra point. The Vikings will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Covey now on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin then.
They're on the 25-yard line.
A first down throw for Hurts. He's going to take a shot downfield. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
And you see the coach on the sideline just kind of shake his head. He's got to have a conversation with his quarterback to just make better decisions. I mean, that was almost his third interception of the game. He's got to just take a deep breath. Don't continue to force throws into bad spots. Take what's there, find the open target, and maintain possession.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Let's see what they do on 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's complete. Tight end got it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on 3rd down? 3rd downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep the score right where it is.
Man in motion here is Jennings. Again, it's Jones. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Marcus Epps up from the secondary to make the tackle.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
And the Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw is Murray. And they're going to get to him and take him down back on the other side of midfield.
Brings up 2nd and 17.
Jordan Davis in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7. Now a 2nd down throw for Murray. To the outside, it's looked in by Addison. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. They'll try and throw for it with Murray. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
Oftentimes, these critical downs come down to who executes the best. And in this case, Mike, the defense executed when it mattered the most. Big 4th down stop, and now they're going to get the ball back.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That is into the hands of Wicks. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings will take over here just shy of the 30.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
1st down throw there is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead.
The pressure gets there. Down he goes. Back inside the 20-yard line.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Hit as he throws, that one will fall to the turf, and it's incomplete. The pressure is too much to get away from that time. Good 3rd down stop, and it sets up 4th down.
Johnny Hecker in punt formation for the Vikings.
On is Hecker now. The terrific punter sends it away. On the return, it's Covey. And how about that? Nice return. 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. That's a short one. Caught by Golly. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Hurts. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball. And it is 4th down.
4th down.
To the air again. Hurts. He will have the conversion and more. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down on a well-designed play to get 16 to keep the drive going.
Eagles 1st down.
And before the snap, clock is ticking down, and we reach the 2-minute warning. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. First and 10. Again, Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
To number 26, Saquon Barkley. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Eagles.
Hurts again. Out to his right. He keeps it himself. Perhaps he waited a little too long before committing to that run. He's going to wind up gaining only a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Vikings' 31-yard line.
A second down throw for Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Hurts to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike. And just because they had this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's taken in, and he's going to have the 1st down. Aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down. Hurts will try it again. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles get back in it. It is 21-7.
Eagles 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Ty Felton now on the return. Get across the 10. That is it. They'll be backed up to start this drive.
11-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd
And they got the
and
look
10.
they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
He's going to look downfield once again. And this will be incomplete.
Intended for Justin.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
On 3rd down, Murray flushed to his right. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions, and now it brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So a win here for the Vikings. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always keep